Good morning guys, and welcome to today's episode of VLOGMAS with one very sleepy Rocky. He's just snoozing. He snoozes every morning. Every morning if you come out just a bit too early, he'll be lying down. So today we're going to a show, Rocky. Still not interested? So we are going to a combined training show. So that means we're going to be doing dressage and show jumping. But it's actually also a dressage jackpot show. So we'll be doing 2 rounds of dressage and 1 round of show jumping. One of the dressage rounds will count towards the combined training part of it. And then the 2 dressage tests combined will count towards the dressage jackpot. So, very excited. He's been going really well recently. If you watched the last episode of VLOGMAS, you'll have seen all our preparation for getting ready, some tips if you are going to your first show, what to bring and what not to forget. So be sure to watch that one before this one. But if you have, then yeah, we better get going, Rocky. So it's only about an hour away and we do have lots of time. We're doing the grade 3, which means the dressage test is moderately difficult. There's some show some length in stride, a stretchy trot, circle, etc. So that'll be fun. And the show jumping is 80 centimeters, which is right up our alley, definitely in our comfort zone. So hopefully it's a good day all around. Even more excitingly is that I know loads of people going. It's almost like a work show because there is 4 of us, kind of 5 of us from work going to this show. So yeah, it's gonna be quite fun, and we're all in the same grade except Tess, who is in the grade 2 because yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty good. She knows what she's doing. So yeah, I'm going to try and get Rocky to get up, even though I do feel quite guilty about this. And then yeah, it'll be time to get ready, last minute touches, and time to head off. Excited, Rocky?
He says, I don't want to go, Mom. I'm tired.
So I managed to convince His Highness to get up. Yeah? You definitely look like you've just been dragged out of bed with your rug all askew like that. Look at my very handsome boy. Are you ready to go? Look at you, you're like a model. Gorgeous. Love you, Rocky. We're about ready to hit the road, my mate. Yeah, time to do some dancing, some dressage dancing. Also, I know that's awful. It's because I put a fly ears on him, so then that just keeps the forelock out of the way. That's not meant to be a plait.
Very much.
Tess has definitely got the right attire on. I made a big mistake. I'm sweating. Luckily I brought deodorant. Daniel is looking amazing. Daniel always likes to get in beside Rocky, his boyfriend. They love each other. We're here. Oh, I think there must be sun cream on my screen because it is all blurry. Looks like a creepy lane to drive down. I swear it is actually where we're going. You learned your dressage test, Tess?
Partially. Look, I've got an hour or so to do that.
Yeah, true. You keep doing that.
I'll be in the car studying.
Poor Tess is a very difficult one to learn as well, even harder than mine. So you might be screwed, but that's alright. There's only 2 of you in the class.
Oh, exactly. So I just don't need to get eliminated.
Oh, perfect. Oh yeah. Alright, Rocky. Well, you were all dramatic. Come back. It's like I'm stuck. You're not stuck. Good boy. Well done. Yeah, you're alright. Where are we today? We're in Kyneton. Look at this for a bromance. They're just dying to hang out together. Huh? Good boy. So this is the ring I'm going to be riding in. Gorgeous, right? This is another ring, some more dressage rings down there, warm up around there on the grass. And then show jumping is over there. It's very nice. Learning our course. Tess is directing me. My little 80 centimeter. It isn't tiny, but it's yeah, it'll be good. And it's a nice enough course. Happy?
Happy?
I'm gonna go get ready now. Tess isn't on until after me. That's why she's so casual and I'm so stressed. But yeah. And also, did I just call you Claire? I don't know if I did. Tess. But Claire is also there. Very professional. She's in the same class as me. And our other friend is also in the same class but isn't here yet. So who knows where Grace is? Ready to go, Rocky. No meeting. Thank you. No, Rocky. You're so naughty. No. We're finished our dressage. I'm just gonna give him a hose off and a walk off, and then we will catch up. You good boy. Denny is very happy that Rocky is back. Are you happy to see Rocky again? Go on, bromancers. Get your smooch on. Oh yeah, best friends. You tell him how it went, Rocky. You give Denny some good luck. Yeah. Hey guys, so I'm finished my dressage now, so I thought I'd do a bit of a recap before I need to go and get ready for the show jumping. So the dressage started very dodgy because, bless Rocky, he did this last time as well. Whenever I try to ride him on the grass, he gets, I don't know what it is, like his back goes up, he wants to buck, he wants to fly into the air, he's so excited, and he's just like so like, whoa. I don't know what it is, and it's not the open space, because I've ridden him in open spaces before, they just weren't grass. It's just the feeling of the grass underneath his little feet, and he thinks it's very, very exciting. So that led to a very dodgy warm-up. Yeah, it was dodge, it was very dodge. So I was just hoping and praying that when he went onto the sand dressage arena, he would be good. And he was. He wasn't as good as he was 2 weeks ago in our last dressage test, and he definitely wasn't as good as he has been at home, but he held it together. He did everything right, and there was some really nice moments. I feel like every dressage test there's just more and more nice moments, and that's all I can ask for, you know, just a little steps each time, a little bit more relaxed every time. So the first test was a little bit tense, the second test was definitely even more relaxed. Still not perfect obviously, but a lot better. We even did a bit of an extended trot, lengthened trot, and I felt like that he did that really well. Yeah, he was really, I'm really pleased with him. Honestly, I was just wanting to quit after the warm-up because it was so mental, and I was like, no, scrap it. What's the point? What's even the point in doing this at all? And then I was like, no, suck it up, Holly. Stop being a little baby and throwing your toys out the pram and just go and do it. And I did it, and he was a good boy. So he got a 63% in the first test and a 66% in the second test, which is good. It's over 60, I'm happy. So onwards and upwards to the show jumping. It is a little bit big, it's a little bit tight, but we're just going to pop around. He is tired now, he's done 2 tests, he was quite sweaty, quite wound up, so I'd say he's now on the low after the adrenaline, but we'll just see how he goes and just, yeah, nurse him around and see how he feels. Very happy. No one else has done their test yet. Grace is currently in her test. Unfortunately, I have to get ready, so I'm going to miss it. And then Claire's going, and then Tess is in the different grade, so she's doing her dressage while I'm jumping. Very annoying, so I won't be able to see it. But once I've jumped, then Tess has another dressage test and her show jumping, so I'll be like full on it, videoing her, and I'll show you guys how she gets on too, because almost surely she's going to do really well. They're like my idols, Tess and Denny, they're so good. Yeah, and he's so cute, and he is a bit naughty, but Tess rides him so well. Anyway, that's my fangirl moment over. I am going to get Rocky tucked up. Alright, we're ready to go for show jumping. Boots on. Good boy. Superstar Rocky. Clear in the show jumping. Can you believe it, Rocky? What a star! And all hosed off. Alright, it's Tessa's turn to do some show jumping. She's just won. We much prefer the show jumping. But she has won the dressage jackpot in the grade 2, so we won't complain there, will we, Tess?
We won't complain, but
No.
we definitely could have been better.
Always more room for improvement, huh? So anyway, on and onwards and upwards to the show jumping. Denny also prefers the show jumping. Well done, third. Winners, kinda. It's time to head home. Got our ribbons. Rocky boy, where'd you come? Maybe we'll debrief in the car. You're a very good boy though. Very good. So Rocky came 6th in his first test, 6th in his second test, and 5th in the combined training. And Tess came 1st in her first dressage, no, 2nd in her first dressage test, 1st in the second one, 1st in the dressage overall, and 5th in the combined training. Woo! So it was quite a successful day. Very, very pleased. We're on our way home now.
We're very nice and steady.
The boys are home. Denny, you're...
Away, please.
Rocky, we're not going to leave you, don't worry. Don't worry your little head. Sweaty bum. Wrong way. Every time you do this to me, you go the wrong way.
Oh,
Thank you. Now the boys have had a big wash off. Oh, Rocky, I see that feels nice, doesn't it? Nice and cool. It's a hot day. Now we'll pop your sheet on. We'll get you some food and back out in the field. Good boy. Now, Rocky, home and into bed, and you have your dinner and your blanket on, and you're the best boy in the world. You are a very good boy. Oh, Denny! Straight for a roll. Yay! Hey guys, so I am home now from the show. Rocky is out in the field, snuggled up, he's got his feed, he's all happy. And I am home now, dying to have a shower. I am so sweaty. It was like 33 degrees today, so quite warm. And yeah, I was quite hot while riding. So just a quick recap of the day. So in the first test, I got 63%, I believe. Not too bad considering the horrendous warm-up we had. He was leaping into the air, jumping around the place. Yeah, he just doesn't really like the feeling of grass under his feet or something. I'm not sure. No, he just needs to do it more often. It's only the second time I've ridden him on grass, and the first time was at Kyneton last year, where he did the exact same thing. So yes, but luckily once we went into the sand dressage ring, he was so much better. He was so much better. You know, he did everything. There was just, you know, tension in some parts, but then some parts were really nice, so I was happy. Then in the second test, I actually got 68%, but I got a -2 for incorrect course because I did not hold at G, because at the end of the test I was trotting up the centre line, I knew I had to hold at G, and then I realised, oh, I don't actually know where G is. I couldn't remember where it was exactly up the arena, and I just kind of winged it and just halted in a random spot, and it was not correct. So not ideal, -2, but you would have gotten 68, but that left us on 66 and in 6th place. So we actually got 6th place in both of the classes. There wasn't huge classes, but they were still pretty good. And I think the second test, there's definitely some really nice moments, particularly the lengthened trot. So I got 7.5 on that, and the comment was, it was like, lovely difference of paces, which is just so not what we've been good at before. It's just like, I feel like other people that's like, oh yeah, that's fine, but for Rocky that's a really, really big deal. He is usually so tense that he doesn't allow himself to kind of stretch out the trot. He used to just, you know, when I would trot down the diagonal, he would, and if I put leg on, he would just put up his head and go, oh my god, what do you want me to do? Whereas now he's like, no, I know what I'm doing. And he really trotted and he was really good, so I was really pleased with that. And then, yeah, everything was just, it was good. It wasn't excellent, but it was definitely a step in the right direction and definitely a huge improvement on the first test that we did this season. So to get 68% today is like a huge deal. Really, really good. Really pleased. If only I just remembered where G was. And then moving on to the show jumping. So in the show jumping, the warm-up was on grass, but he actually held it together. He was a lot better. And then I jumped around and he knocked one of the warm-up jumps, and then he came around again and jumped a mile over, and I said, I'm just gonna leave you on that. I'm gonna leave you on that note. So I only jumped three jumps in the warm-up, and I think that suited him excellently because he jumped his little socks off. Oh my gosh, that was the best show jumping round we've ever done. There was a few rideability issues around some very tight turns, particularly the first to the second fence. That was a really acute angle, and he was like, what are you doing? You want me to turn that tight? And he had a little fight. But the good thing is that even though he fought me, once we were on the straight, he was like, okay, yep, no, that's fine. And then he was very good. He didn't fight me the whole way to the fence. And then our jumps were so good. He was just so careful. The only thing is that we got 5 strides down the 6 stride distance, but it was because he was just on such a nice rhythm, and I didn't want to mess him up. I didn't want to, you know, be pulling him and put him off his game and when he was going so well. So I was like, no, I'll just chance it. And he was being so careful that I wasn't actually worried about him knocking the fence for once. And then especially the last fence, which was a tall vertical going downhill at the end of the round, I was like, when I walked the course, I was like, I'm absolutely having that fence down. But he was just going so well, so I just cantered around to it. I just sat up and he just, no problem at all. So happy with him. Definitely our best show jumping round to date. So I'm really, really, really pleased with him. So overall, we came 6th in the 2 dressage tests individually. We came 6th in the jackpot, which is the 2 combined, makes sense, 6th in both. And then we came 5th in the combined training out of about 12 people. So that's actually quite good for us. I'm very pleased. So yeah, I'm delighted. I'm really, really proud of him. I feel like he's definitely come a long, long way, especially because lately I've been starting to edit his 1 year kind of progress transformation video because it's coming in Vlogmas, and oh my god, there was some not good moments when we first got him, and I do remember, but then just watching the videos back, I'm like, oh, it was really bad. So yeah, we've come a long, long way, and it definitely doesn't even look like the same horse, to be honest. If you guys try and call me out for buying a new horse and not telling you and passing it off as Rocky, I wouldn't blame you because it doesn't look like the same horse. So I'm very, very pleased. So our next show is actually in 2 weeks' time, and it's a pure show jumping show, and he's going to jump the 85 and the 95, which is going to be exciting because today was only 80. So it'll be a bit of a step up, but I'm very excited, and I'm really happy my next show is show jumping now after today, so went so well. But yeah, onwards and upwards to that. I'm very excited. So next up on Vlogmas is a very, very requested one. It's actually a video all about veterinary, how to get into veterinary, how I got into veterinary, any tips for veterinary, tips for getting in, tips for when you're in the school, all about what it's like to be a vet, tips for finding jobs. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a really long video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But that is the next video on Vlogmas. It's going to be how to become a vet. So if anyone's interested in becoming a vet, yeah, definitely stay tuned for that one and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and a like. It means a lot, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.